Hello, my friends. I am back on today to do another layout for scrapbook.com. And I'm kind of excited because it's not going to be a layout. I'm going to make a mini book because I have all of these photos from Easter that I want to document in a cute little tiny book. So what I did is I did take, let me show you. I've got these nested, adorable ticket slimline dies. And I took the largest one and ran it through my handy dandy machine, and then I cut them in half. So you can see the little notch of my ticket die. And the papers I'm using are all from the Bunnies and Blooms collection from Simple Stories. So I'll show you where I am with it right now. Then I'm going to get to work on it because I'm kind of excited about this project. So I just have a bunch of these adorable patterns all cut, and then I took my little punch and I punched two little holes, and I'll be putting some, I'm deciding which set of Tim Holtz rings to use when I'm done. Just depends on how chonky the little thing gets. Now the photos I have are all from Easter Day. I've got my mother, my husband, my boys, including my son, all the people involved in the Easter egg hunt with some action shots, and people opening Easter baskets. So I have lots of fun photos to include. I was gonna do black and white. They ended up deciding to come in color because I accidentally printed the first one in it, and I'm running with it. So the goodies I have left from my products at this point is I have this sheet that I can include. I do have a bunch of the chipboard. Like I can clearly get like the bunny head and stuff. This is gonna be too big, but I have bunches of pieces in here. Awesome. I've got some paper pieces left, so I'm going to make sure to bring in my tab punch. I have that. Let's see. Oh, I have, because I loved the color match, I have my Altenew Enamel Dots in Tropical Forest. And this color right here is a really nice color match for this collection. Let's see. I don't know if I'm going to use my stencil that I received. Now I also have a nice chunk left of the sticker sheet. I'm going to see what I can do to kill a bunch of that off. And then finally, I'm going to try to grab them really quickly. I've got these gorgeous foam stickers, and I have tons and tons of them left. And I think I can get the word happy on the front of my little tiny book. I think that's the smallest word. So I can have like Happy Easter for my title of my book. So I am going to sign off for now, and I'm going to start working on this, and I'll be back in a jiffy to show you my progress. Hey guys, I am popping on today really quickly to do my last layout for scrapbook.com. And I am down to all kinds of bits and pieces and scraps from the Bunnies and Blooms collection. So I will just be using bits of every one of these gorgeous pattern papers. My background I'm going to use is basil buttercream, which is fun. What I think I'm going to do is also create a pattern background using Vicki Boutin molding paste and my gorgeous stencil, because it's so pretty and I can have a little bit more going on. I do like stuff even in my white space. So, which I know is the opposite of white space. So here is my photo. I was on a walk with my daughter yesterday, and I looked up, and these crabapple trees were absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to use that with some of these pieces. I think I'm going to distress my edges a little bit with the edges of my scissors and give it a little bit of oomph. Because like I said, I just have all kinds of bits and pieces. So what I'm going to do now is create my background because it has to dry. I'm going to map my photo a bunch of times. This is my biggest piece. So I'm going to mat it with this, flip it, flip, 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 and see how far I can get with that. And this piece is Bunnies and Blooms Garden Party. So that should bring in some of the green that is in my photo. And I have a couple of really cool title options. So I think I'm going to do Spring Bloom, maybe Spring Bloom. With both the chipboard as well as the foam gorgeous pieces. And these are actually super sticky, which is Awesome. So I think that's what we'll do for the title. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on these pieces, just truss a bunch of pieces, layer them all up, and I'll be back in a minute. Hello, my friends, check-in time. So I did go ahead, got a little crazy with my stencil and the molding paste, and I decided to just do the entire background, but not my pattern paper. I went ahead and did just the whole thing in the molding paste, and I think that's super fun because I like pattern. So that works great. I did go ahead and back my photo in that deeper yellow paper that you see here. And I backed it there, and then I flipped it over, and there's this icon paper. And I backed it in that as well. I have my little scrap of rainbow paper, a little bit of this gorgeous orchid, and then this was on the cut apart sheet. So that's what this giant cluster is. Now my molding paste is a little bit wet, but I tend to be rather impatient. So what I'm going to do is try to get this on there. And when I was holding it up to it, let's see. When I was holding it, let me see. I actually have a chance right now to decide how I want it. Oh, I kind of like it like that more with this up. I like that it's kind of able to touch these different pieces. Now, my only question I have is something looks slightly off, like it's not square. So I'm going to have to monkey with that just a little bit while not getting in my wet molding paste. And yes, guys, I know normal people, which I am not, would go ahead and let this get dry first, but I'm so impatient. I want to play with it. So now I'm going to mess with these clusters right here really quickly and peel them up to go ahead and peel them up really quickly and square things off. So I'm going to do that. I've got my title pieces to come on, which my title is Spring Bloom, and I just got to decide where that's going to go. Ooh, I kind of like it down there. Maybe I'll move this up and my title will be below. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'll be right back. All right, so I do have my pieces on here. And I'm telling you, I am so impatient with this. I just want to play with this. So this piece here that reads spring, I want it to kind of overlap the bloom, but then I'm going to get too much dimension. So I just took some of my chipboard that I have left over from my chipboard sheet that I punched out all of my little chipboard goodness out of it. And I popped some on the back so I have just a little bit more room for dimension. Slapped a little ATG on that, and voila, we are good to go. Just trying not to get covered in molding paste because of the aforementioned impatience that we talked about. There we go. Let's have it go kind of like that. So now I have a title. Awesome. Now this is where we get to my favorite part. My favorite part just being the decorative bits. Now, I've got these gorgeous little butterflies that seem to want to be a part of this. Let's see. Maybe that one there and that one going up. That would be cute. What else do we have? So these say plant. Oh, I like the little rainbow. That might be cute because I don't know what I'm doing with that cluster. No big plan. This one's too dark. Oh, I like the little ladybug. I have a ladybug. I have a carrot. I literally am just using up the last of these beautiful little pieces I have. Oh, I do know. Where's my little bird? All right, do you see how this card right here has that cute little bird on it? I have a thing about... Oh, I should use my liquid adhesive on that. I have a thing about playing off of embellishments like that with the other embellishment that matches it in collections. So there's that cute little bird there. So I'm going to go ahead and pop my cute little bird right on top, and it looks like he's on the little banner piece, and that's cute. Now, yeah, I'm going to keep going. Oh, and I have a butterfly in foam as well. So kind of like the direction they're going in. We'll pop them on. So I'm going to keep working on it. And I'll be back in a minute. I just thought I'd show you a little bit of my process as I'm going along. And I'm enjoying all these pretty little spring pieces. They're so pretty. Want to make sure that the butterflies are at least facing up with their little antennas going. You know, I have that. If it won't hurt it, we'll see. Will it hurt it? Because it's kind of sticky. I will move it just a little bit. Perfect. Like it even more because we're getting some direction. So I'm going to keep looking to see what else I have that will work with this. I told you I liked this cute little rainbow over here, and I have a pretty matchy pink heart I can bring in as well, because I'm almost done with this. I want to do a little bit of journaling here. I like this. Okay, give me a minute. I'll be right back. So let's see what else we can put on it. I like little word sentiments that are down here, and you can see I used tons and tons, and I'm rather pleased with myself about that. So this is where it just starts getting cute. You can add in the cute little hearts that are in these collections, and it has a tendency to bring it all together, the little tiny bits. Now I do have some enamel dots that I've been using throughout by Altenew, and I will definitely bring them in as well. This heart right here just looks a little bit light. So maybe I'll bring this one to bridge the gap between this pattern here and the cluster. Wouldn't mind if I had oh, I found one. Look, guys, it's the same one. So we'll have that bringing both clusters over. Cute, 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 cute. Okay, so we have that. Do I want to bring this? Yes, I do. Right there. I have that piece there. So I'm trying to decide, where do I want the third one? Like it's kind of like floating. It wants to be a thing. And I like to bring this piece over because it's bringing this peachy tone right over with it. So what if I bring the blue there and then the peachy tone there? Okay, now I like that. So I think I'm going to look at this point. Oh, and by the way, I ended up not bringing in any journaling because I liked this little Live Life in Full Bloom. And then I have 2 sets of enamel dots by Altenew. And I have both Seashore and Tropical Forest, both picked up at scrapbook.com. So what am I feeling? Now this green is like a spot on match for that green, which I think is awesome. Let's see, I think I'll pop a strong one there. And let's see, I'll do one there. I think one up in that little floral cluster. And then do I have a spot for a third cluster? Absolutely, right here. Because maybe I can bring in one more sentiment right there. Let's see. Oh, I like this in full bloom. So, let's see, love grows here, splish splash, rainbows. Do I have anything else? Scatter seeds of happiness. It's not a carrot patch, that's for sure. Or maybe love grows here would be really cute for that little spot to bring in some blue. And I'll do that. And I'm totally good, it's on purpose, that it is offset. I like things offset and a little bit wonky. So I have green and 3 spots. Perfect. Now, let's get our handy dandy bluey tone and sprinkle that around. And then I will, grab another enamel dot of one of the other colors. I know, absolutely fascinating. Absolutely. Okay, I like to use really large ones when I can because they're a little bit trickier to use. So I have that one. I can put a cute little guy, maybe down in here, bringing it around my little cluster area, cute, cute. And then that means I want to use a medium little guy, a medium cute little fella over here. I'll just have them offset on that heart. Oh, okay, so they're cute. Now what do I want to do? Maybe instead of like the enamel, do I want to bring in like a little heart or do I want to do another big one? Oh, I'll do a big one there. Okay, and then here I need a medium. Let me bring in, for some reason, a medium green. Don't know why. It's just what I decided. Down there, so I have triangle, triangle, and I need one triangle. Ooh, see, it's still wet. One triangle here, and I think I'll bring it in the light blue. And Let's see. Do I want it down here or do I want it up here? I think right there. All right. That is my finished layout, even though it is wet because I'm ever so impatient. I hope you like what I came up with the last bits of this fun collection. And thank you so much to scrapbook.com for letting me play along with you this week. I was honored to be sent these goodies, except for the enamel dots. Anywho, I was honored to play along with you. I had a blast, and I hope you invite me soon. All right, bye, friends. Oh, questions or comments, leave them down below. And I'll also have the products down below with links that will be hooked up to my affiliate link, all that kind of good stuff. Okay, really, bye now. Bye, guys.